Namaskar. Okay, let's do some seated postures for meditation. These also could be warm-up exercises that we're working into a routine just before meditation. And there's a number of strategies. One that we're going to do here is a lot of motion as far as back and forth, side to side, and we're not going to hold them for too long at first anyway. But here we go with the first one. We're going to go around here like this, and all you're doing here is you're doing 360 degrees. All of these seated postures and warm-ups that we're doing, they could also be useful for someone in a wheelchair. So if you're sitting in a chair, that's fine. You can do the same exercises along with me, and all we're doing is we're releasing tension from different places in our body. So this is one of the ways. You can feel when you go forward, it's going to feel, for most people, pretty great. I've chose one direction. I went clockwise. It doesn't matter which way you go because we're going to go the opposite way anyway. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is reverse the circle. Someone might say, how many should I do? Well, usually it's somewhere between 8 and 16 as far as repetitions. I'm not counting, and I'm not worried about it, and I don't want you to start worrying or obsessing about anything. I want you to basically loosen up your body, and this is just to let some nervous energy out. Okay, so we've done that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go side to side. So I'm going to go this way. Now you could hold these, but I'm going to go back and forth. So all I'm doing is working these back and forth, breathing nice and smooth, and just relaxing. And again, I'm not worried about a count. Like I said, if you really want to concern yourself with a count, sets of 8. So a set of 8 or 2 sets of 8 comes out to 16 repetitions. You'll be fine. Or if you just feel like doing it like I am, that is, you're not really worried about how many you're doing, that's fine with me too. Okay, so what are we doing here? We're working the spine laterally. Before, what we're doing is working the spine in a circle. We're going to work the spine next. It'll be forward and back. You could extend your legs out. I went with my legs folded, but there's nothing wrong with bringing one leg out or 2 legs out. Depends on you. If you feel all bound up with your knees folded in, that's okay. Just extend a leg. That works for me. The next thing is you could also go forward and back. So I go forward on an exhale and then inhale back. This is not a contest, so just go easy. Just don't get into pushing. When you run out of air, you have to come back up. So don't worry about how deep am I going, how many am I doing. None of that really is all that important. So all we're doing here, we're working the spine in a few different directions. And like I said, you could bring your legs straight out. You could bring your legs out like this if you like. It depends on you, and I'd say accommodate yourself. Also, you try to make this so it's comfortable for any of your students. So whatever they feel like doing as far as extending their legs or as far as extending one leg, let them experiment and see what's comfortable and what's not. Because the last thing anybody wants to do is be uncomfortable during meditation. Okay, the next one. We're going to go with an odd one here, and that is I'm going on an angle. So I'm going on an angle out toward this knee, and then I'm going back on the back angle. So I'm going 45 degrees back and forth. So I'm going forward and back, and I will count on this particular one. This is 2 that we've done, and then I'm going to come back and 3 and 4. Your breathing could have been like this. Exhale 5, inhale. Exhale 6, inhale. Exhale 7, inhale. Exhale 8, inhale. Let's switch. So we're going to go like this. Exhale 1, inhale. Exhale 2, inhale. Exhale 3, inhale. Exhale 4, inhale. Exhale 5, inhale. Exhale 6, inhale. 2 more. Exhale 7, inhale. Exhale 8, inhale. And just to show you something, you could play the back edge this far and even work it out this way. So you could have worked the full range going back, you could have worked the full range going forward. Depends on you, how far you go. It's not all that important, but it does release a lot of extra nervous energy from within your body. Finally, we're going to do some twists. I go in this direction. How long should you hold it ideally? Well, usually at least 20 seconds. I'd say that's a good milestone. I'm not going to worry about how many seconds I'm doing this for. Some people would say maybe 2 or 3 breaths, whatever. You could hold it longer. And then reverse. So here we go. We're going to the other side. Same thing. Ideally, you'd like the spine to be perpendicular to the ceiling and the floor. Breathing smooth. Your head, ideally, you'd like your gaze to be at eye level with something on a wall. And just relax. And then come back. Nice and easy. So, there you have it. I just worked it in a few different directions. Like I said, you could leave the legs folded. I chose this one, which is easy posture. Some people might choose to be seated in a chair. Some people might choose to do something like lotus. It really depends on your knees. It depends on your own flexibility as well. So I wouldn't worry about anything. What I would do is just be in the most comfortable position you can. And if it's in a chair, that's fine. So don't worry about anything. The reason we're practicing meditation is to learn to be able to channel our worries into something positive like solutions. So with that in mind, I'd like to wish all of you farewell. Namaste.